Welcome, this is MCG Tech with a review of the EVGA GTX 960. In this video, we will be taking a look at the Whisper Silent variant of the GTX 960. I picked this card up for $40 locally and figured it would be worth reviewing for the channel. When this card was released in January 2015, it was competing with cards on the red team such as the R9 380, which came in at the same price of around $200. For specifications, the 960 features 2GB of GDDR5 memory and a base clock of 1279 MHz. Additionally, it can boost up to 1342 MHz and has 1024 CUDA cores. Now without further ado, let's get into the benchmarks. Starting with synthetics, I ran the Blender Quick benchmark, which completed after 21 minutes. Throughout the rest of this review, keep in mind the test bench specs include a Core i7-2600, 24GB of DDR3 RAM, and a 500W PSU. Next, I ran the Opengl Test on Cinebench R15. This card scored 64.44 FPS, which places it slightly ahead of the GTX 750 Ti I recently reviewed. I then ran the compute benchmark on Geekbench utilizing the OpenCL API. The 960 scored 83,130. The GTX 960 scored 6,581 in the 3D graphics test in Passmark, which means it is in the 82nd percentile. I ran the Unigine Heaven benchmark at high settings while using the DirectX 11 API, leading to a score of 1,744 and an average FPS of 69.2. For my final synthetic, I ran Unigine Superposition at medium settings, leading to a score of 4,904 and an average FPS of 36.68, while peaking at 70 degrees Celsius. Transitioning over to games, I played Apex Legends at 1080p high settings. The 960 performed well, providing reasonable minimums and high overall average frame rates. CSGO also ran well on this card at high settings, topping out at 176 FPS. I used the CSGO Benchmark Workshop map to consistently test GPUs in a variety of situations, such as gunfire and explosions. The Division 2 pushed the GTX 960 to its limits at high settings, dipping all the way down to 30 FPS. Either lowering the resolution or graphics quality is definitely recommended for those of you who want to play this game. At high settings, Subnautica put a lot of stress on the GTX 960. Maintaining a 47 FPS average, the game is playable but not fluid. Finally, I tested Resident Evil 2, which struggled similarly to the Division 2 and Subnautica. In a game like this where stuttering could lead to item loss or death, I suggest tweaking the settings to find the ideal balance of quality and FPS. In conclusion, for 1080p gaming, the GTX 960 holds up like a champ. At the right price, this graphics card makes a lot of sense for gamers who don't mind blending settings to produce the golden 60 FPS average. Additionally, the 960 does have the advantage of being relatively new when compared to other cards we have taken a look at, such as the GTX 750 Ti. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to check out the rest of the content on this channel. Thank you for watching.